Hi guys, welcome back to yet another Lightroom tutorial. My name is Asad and today I'm going to show you how to create the cinematic Lightroom preset by just using your cell phone and of course the Lightroom application. So let's get started. I love shooting with vintage lenses. This thing right here is one of my very favorite vintage lenses of all time, but that's a topic for another day. Before we start editing and creating a preset for today, I want to give a big shout out to all the folks who watched my video last week and used the preset that we created onto their own photos and tagged me on Instagram as well. So I'm going to leave some examples right here. Go give these guys a follow. And with that being said, let's start editing and start creating the preset for today. So guys, pick up the picture that you want to edit and then we're going to start applying the settings that I'm going to show you. Again, let me just bring everything down to 0. These are the settings that I was working on before. But let me bring everything down to where it should be and then we'll start fresh. I think the exposure looks fine at 0.21. We'll start with the contrast. We'll bring it down a little bit. And then we'll also bring the highlights down at the same time. We're going to bring the shadows a little bit up. And when you're creating the cinematic look, we want to have a desaturated and a faded kind of effect. So that's what we're trying to go after. We'll also increase the whites a little bit more. And I think it looks good here. And we'll bring the blacks a little bit down. We'll move on to the curve panel next. And we'll raise from the bottom up a little bit because that's going to give us a faded look. And also bring from top down. Also going to create a point in the mid tones and bring it a little bit down to give a little bit more contrast. Create another point up top here and move it a little bit around here. I think it looks good right here. Okay. I think we need to create another point to give it a little bit more contrast and fade. So let's just do this. I think it looks good here. So to achieve that cinematic look, we also want to give it a little bit bluish fade tint as well. So we're going to play with the blue curve next. And we'll go to the blue curve. So I think this is pretty close to what I was thinking. Okay, so this is good. Let's go back and let's play with the colors now. Color icon. Let's fix the vibrance a little bit. Let's go to temperature. Make it more towards the greenish side. Yellowish side. Okay, 11 is good. Let's add a little bit of tint. Vibrance, we'll just increase it a little bit more. Around 9 is fine. Let's bring the saturation down. Again, we don't want to make it completely desaturated. We just, bring the saturation down a little bit because when we're going to play with the individual colors, that's going to help us. Let's go to color mix. Start with red hues. Let's bring it up all the way to 34, 35-ish, 32, that's fine too. Bring the saturation down to -10. Go to orange, bring the hue down to -8. And bring the saturation down as well. And luminance will increase it a little bit. A little bit more. I think right there is good. Okay, let's go to yellow. It will decrease the saturation a little bit. I think that is looking good. Luminance, increase that a little bit as well. go to the green color, bring the hue up to around 45-ish, 50-ish. Okay. And I'm giving you ranges so you don't have to follow the exact numbers, but if you're close to that, it should be good. So saturation down to minus 70, 72. And we'll bring the luminance down as well on green. I'll move to aqua. Bring the hue up a little bit. Around 60-ish is fine. We'll bring the saturation down to around 50-ish. 53. 50-ish, yeah. And we'll also bring the luminance down a little bit. Go to the blue color. Bring the hue down a little more. Think looks fine right here. Saturation down as well. Looks good so far. Next up, we're gonna go to the effects control tab and we're gonna increase or add a little bit of clarity. Let's just do that first. I think it's good. And then we're also gonna dehaze a little bit. Bring the vignetting down to minus 10, minus 11, somewhere around that. Okay, let me see if we have to include anything else. Let's play with the midpoint. Let's bring it down a little bit. I think that's good. So let's move to split tone now. We're gonna add a little bit of color to the highlights and shadows. So just follow along. I think it is giving that vintage film cinematic kind of look. Maybe we need to bring the saturation down a little bit on the highlights. Let me see. I think it looks good here right now. I don't think we have to add anything for the shadows. Looks good. Okay, let's try to copy these settings now and let me see if we can apply it to any other picture. So go click this icon. Show you before and after pretty quickly. And we'll just copy all these settings. Let's go to another picture. And we'll hit paste. My phone is running really slow today for some reason. Okay, we'll hit paste, and there you have it. We just created a preset which is giving you the cinematic look that you were looking for. Okay, we'll do the same thing with the other pictures as well. And you may have to adjust a little bit. You know, again, it is suitable for all the pictures, but you may have to play around, you know, with the settings a little bit based on your liking. Paste the settings here. Again, similar kind of look, faded cinematic look, before and after. And let's apply it to some more pictures as well. It's a shot I took in New York City. Perfect. I really like this look. Let's apply this to the picture I took in Philly a few years back. And same look, so same consistent look is achieved on all the pictures. What we're gonna do next is create a preset. So let's just call it cinematic look and hit save, and we are done. Now we have a preset that we can apply on to different pictures if we are looking for this look. I have created a downloadable link for this file that we created, and it's gonna be in the description down below. Go ahead and download that, apply the look on your pictures. Once you do, don't forget to tag me, especially on Instagram, and you may get a chance to get featured on my channel in my next videos. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video, and I'm gonna meet you next week with another preset. So until then, I'm gonna sign off. Goodbye.